So here I am outside of the Lake Nona Walmart, and it appears to be the most different Walmart I've ever seen. It's different from every other Walmart that I've experienced, whether in Florida or elsewhere. And this Walmart, I think, is one of the newest Walmarts, or one of the newer ones. Lake Nona is a fairly new development, and just surrounding this Walmart are a bunch of buildings that have just recently been put up or are currently being put up. As you can see, there are all sorts of construction going on. So this is a new building, but if you look at the design of Walmart, it's looking kind of cheap. I don't know if you saw the Walmarts, like even the ones in Palm Bay area and Coral Springs. They look kind of fancy and expensive, but this particular Walmart looks cheap. And I have been inside, and I think this is the future of Walmart. I had heard that Walmart was actually struggling financially due to pressures from retailers like Amazon. So Walmart's trying to extend their online presence, and they have like Walmart online shopping. You could order food and items through online, and they would deliver it to you when you came up to pick it up. You could pick it up, and I think this store is possibly how future Walmarts may look. Try to take you in here, and hopefully they have a guard up front usually, so I'm not going to film walking in there, but I'm going to film inside the store to show you guys what it looks like. But it is the most different looking Walmart that I have ever seen. Now lengthwise, it's pretty large like the other Supercenter Walmarts, but on the interior it's actually quite small, which I'm going to show you right now. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off as I go inside. Coming in, you can see that this is the fresh produce in the bakery department. It looks pretty, but you can see the color is like very minimal, just white, plain white. The ceiling has the same rafter type design. The floor is just cement. But the whole store looks very long, like a Supercenter Walmart, but maybe slightly smaller than the ones that had been built just a few years back. But the width of the store, what you're looking at, that back wall right there, is really not that far. It's like they took the Walmart design and cut it in half. So the buildings themselves are long and skinny. You can see the produce department here along this wall is fairly small, about half the size of the one where I worked at in Brevard County. And the bakery department appears to also be fairly small, about the same size, maybe a little bit smaller. But the food and stuff that's available here is definitely smaller. The whole stocking section here, even the banana table. Now that could be just because the number of shoppers in this area may be less, but I'm thinking it has to do with scaling back. They are keeping the Supercenter format, so they're having the regular Walmart plus the food. That's why they call it a Supercenter. They have regular Walmart, which is a retail store, department store, but they've added the food section, and as you can see, it is even the coolers here. See how they're short? They're not long, like you'll see in the other stores where you've seen me walking around inside Walmart, and it's because the width of the store itself is quite a bit smaller. Price-wise, the food is probably very close to price of where I was. Walmart actually prices their food regionally, so prices can vary depending on what the income level is in the area they're at and what people are willing to pay for that item in that particular area. So it will vary depending on where you are, but just the facility itself really shocked me. Even the bathroom looks a little bit cheap. Maybe I'll try to give you guys a glance of that, but it's like they scaled back on everything. This Walmart actually reminds me of the post-Supercenter days where they had just the regular Walmarts and it wasn't, a full-blown Supercenter store. So seeing that this is probably one of the newer Walmarts, I'm beginning to suspect that this is the Walmart of the future. The aisles themselves are like half the size of the aisles that you see at the other Walmarts. You can see this is one aisle here, and then, you know, that's the center area. And that's pretty much it. This is the pet section. So it's very small. This is one end of the store, and straight on back is the other end. In a typical Walmart, it's twice as far. I mean, you can't, I don't even think you can see one end of the store and the other end. But on this one, you can definitely see it. This is what the bathroom looks like. You can see it's got this cheap looking wall tile. The electronics department is fairly large for such a small store, but still, compared to the other stores that I've seen for the electronics department, rather small. Let's see what it looks like here. This store does have an automotive department and sporting goods, but once again, it is very small, just like these 3 or 4 shelves, aisles here, which are very short aisles, is the automotive department. And here's the sporting goods, not much bigger than that either. Or maybe even 1 or 2 shelves. And of course it makes sense because the store is half the size of